So, welcome back to the channel. This is JC Audits here. I'm just in my vehicle, and you can probably see that this is a portrait mode audit, so not for everyone, I know. It's going to be a drive in the countryside towards Liverpool, so you're going to see all this kind of thing. We are in an unknown location. All I'm going to say that it's in Broad Lane, and if I say Heswall, a few of you will leave back. I mean, people are going to realise that it is in fact in the northwest of England. There's lots of car signs here, and put up by private individuals as far as I can see, and I'm aware that the phone is tilted down. I'm just going to try and get that rectified. So we're on a private road, and we're going 6 miles an hour. Very, very quiet. And I believe now we are going onto the public highway. I'm just going to leave the phone like this. If it falls on the floor, then so be it. I'm just going to look behind me. It says something like public bridleway, no public access for motor vehicles. Okay, so public bridleway. So assuming that's for horses, but clearly there are residences down there as well. Someone's parked here. Okay. So there's lots of ferns, huge ferns, that ancient plant to our right, kind of huge nettles to our left, being brushed by the ferns there, and what you're going to get is a running commentary of me driving. So I'm just going to chat. I'm going to chat straight from the hip. Talk about a couple of things today, maybe not. So you're going to get, essentially, I'm going to brain dump. What I want to talk about briefly is a 4-day work week. So 4-day work weeks are something that can actually increase productivity. They can increase productivity because employees feel more chilled. There's less workplace stress. People are more inclined to work more, or at least work the same. So what some researchers found out, and I might put you in touch with the research, I believe it's called WorkFlex Australia has done. If you want to check them out, then you might thank you. Then you might find out that this is valid research, and of course it's an area that has quite a bit of interest attached to it, because isn't time such an important commodity? Some would argue more than money, but I'm not sure if I would argue that. Time is more important than money, so yeah, maybe not. So have a look at that, check that out. So WorkFlex Australia, and then try and find out, and if you maybe go into their website, you can see details about their research that they've done on it, and that should be quite cool. So I encourage you to do that. What else can I tell you? Maybe talk about HS2. Yeah, so HS2 was obviously a project financed and sanctioned by the UK government. I believe the Conservatives have backed this to the hill. Ramping up, turbocharging the north and all that stuff. Old Oak Common Station is going to be the new starting point for the HS2 link to the north of England, rather than Euston. So people that are in the City of London will find themselves travelling 5 minutes more. Their journey will be, despite the higher speeds of HS2, their journey will be 5 minutes slower. And even if they did decide to put it back to Euston, They only saved 15 minutes. So what's this? 100 billion, 110 billion I think it was originally budgeted at this project, which is the HS2, which has now gone way over budget. So what do you think about that? Is it worth it? The HS2? No, I don't think so. I don't think it is actually. Hello, sir. I don't think it is worth it. But then some people think it is. Why would the government do this? Is it because of taxes? Is it because of the increased revenue that they would get from income tax? You know, from the everyday worker. So not only are they spending taxpayers' money, but they're looking to do it potentially. Dare I say it? And what's wrong in that? Because they get a revenue from all the contractors and all the workers paying income tax. I should say the workers rather than contractors. I can't really speak for the individual businesses paying income tax. I don't know whether that would balance out and exceed the workers' income tax contributions to HM Treasury. Maybe you know, I don't. First Hudson Road, which way am I going? I am going, yeah, go on. Going straight ahead for this one. So we're on a rural road. I don't know if you can see this. Rural oncoming traffic on my side of the road. We have a nice white van there, playing very, very nicey nice there. A 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. Nice rural type housing. We've got 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. Got some woolly-backs here. I mean, with some people here on our left, probably looking to cross the road. I'm going to actually wave them across if they want to go. You know, that's all right, mate. Why should they have to wait for my slow Tesla to cross the road? You know, to go past. I don't know. So we're on the mounts now. We're just doing a hairpin bend here, and now we're looking to go through here. So I don't know if we're taking a wrong turn or not, but we certainly will get there because we're in the general direction of my GPS. So I'm still on the opposite side of the road, looking to get back in. Oh, and I can keep my speed quite low. Assuming it's still a 20 zone. I'm driving like it's a 20 zone. And now we're kind of got back on track. The GPS is caught up with where we are. Heswell Hall, Mount Avenue, Army and Navy stores to our right. The Prenswell Free House to our right. Only you people know where that is, and you know, can you tell me anything good about it? It's a Weatherspoons pub, no less. Tesla there to our left. We have a Volvo T3 in front of us. Shout outs to Budget Nuclear Weapons. I don't suppose you're watching this. It's not your kind of thing, but if you are, feel free to comment, but obviously you don't have to. You've become a pretty much very welcome patron of this channel. You don't have to comment. I'm not pressurizing you to comment, but you're most welcome on this channel. Budget Nuclear Weapons. I say that personally to you, Budget Nuclear Weapons, and no other viewer at that present moment in time. However, I now move on to our other subscribers, and I'd say there's about 100 of you guys, 100 of the current 230, I think, subscribers that I have. 100 of you guys do keep tuning back in on a fairly regular basis, and I do thank you a lot for that. I also just want to say at this point, I don't claim that I've got a very interesting YouTube channel. I do film in public. This is a public highway that I'm on. I am recording number plates, but I'm doing so incidentally. In some countries this was kind of illegal up till fairly recently. I am looking to turn right here. However, my path is kind of blocked. So we're doing everything nice and slow, nice and gently here. So it is a 20 area down here. This is an extraordinary picturesque area. We are in Telegraph Road in Heswall, so props to all you people here, and that actually live here on a regular basis. So I would say that they are most blessed to have a location that they live in like this. We have a motorbike. There's a slightly blue tinge there. Okay, mate. Didn't respond to my. Always try to my waves. I always try and say hello to a motorbike person if I can, because they are, after all, that much more of a risk. You can see the level of traffic. Why would people want to go to Heswall? Is it the lovely countryside that I've witnessed? Is it something else? I'll let you guys, my YouTube fans, make your own mind up about that one. So I'm proceeding on. I'm at 15 miles an hour in a 30 zone. I've got car in front braking. I ease off the accelerator, and then the regen takes over, and if you like, slows down the vehicle. So driving an electric vehicle is not too difficult. It's automatic usually, and there's a nice 4G mast there that we've just passed right now. Wonder who owns that. It can't be 3G, can it? When I used to live in Liverpool, as a new, fully virgin resident of Liverpool, I thought, Wirral, it must be really rough there, really rough. It must be really violent. But when I go to the Wirral, I see there's a takeout there, just on the right, just driving towards me. MT on the number plate there. I used to think it's full of rough, naughty people that commit crimes, and in fact, apart from Birkenhead, I would say that it's actually quite a rich area, the Wirral. And again, maybe I am wrong. Maybe there are people disagreeing with me and saying no. In fact, the Wirral is quite a rough place to live. So we're going towards Bromborough and Birkenhead. So we want to follow the signs to Birkenhead and then branch off there to the right to this area here. So I'm just looking, getting in the correct lane. So this is the correct lane to turn off towards Bromborough. Oh no, actually we don't want this anymore. We want to go that way because I'm getting led off. My GPS is leading me astray because it says avoid tolls. So I'm going to cancel that, and hopefully now I can get on the correct path. Let's have a look. So make sure I'm going in the correct direction. Oh no, it's still wanting me to go that way. So that's something that I can still do. I can take a right here, and we can do that. So I'm just looking for that right lane here. We're going to turn in here. That's perfect. We turn in through the paddock. Brilliant. And then onto Brimstage Road. So all you people watching this would then realise that in fact where I am, maybe you're drivers, maybe you're not. It's a nice Labrador there. Is it a Labrador? Labrador, I think. Looks like a Labrador. Yeah, we're good to go. So just crept out there, bent forward, made sure it was safe to turn out onto the main road. So this is the road that I should have turned onto, Brimstage Road, I believe, on the Wirral. So our goal is to get on the M23. Maybe we're going to pick up some work along the way. We'll soon find out. If it's okay not to pick up any work, it's okay just to drive home, sweet home, which is what I'm willing to do as well. I may end this audit at any point, in which case just forgive me. So we're in a 30 zone here on Brimstage Road. We're passing a railway station there to our left. Well, actually it's to our right. Heswall. So the people know where we are now, hopefully. Very picturesque area. I spoke to a Glaswegian not so long ago, and he said he thought the area was quite picturesque. In fact, shockingly picturesque in some areas. It became, we almost became too acquainted with Mother Nature, because the roads almost disintegrated into tracks. And this is from a Glaswegian, so who's well acquainted with London. So a very well-travelled man makes that judgment. You know, we're inclined to listen to said man. You know, it was a man. I can say that. Hand on hearts, because I know a man, because I am a man. And I want to say shout outs to the auditors that I definitely don't watch this channel. I want to shout out to DJ Audits. You are my hero. Always have been, always will be. AB Audits. Yeah, what can I say? You made me chuckle many times, but I feel like I've left you, I've deserted you now. I feel like I don't want to go back to you like an ex of mine. You know, I don't want to see you again. You know, it was fun while it lasted, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I could say the same is probably true of DJ actually, and maybe even my crush, News Now Yorkshire, who was in fact a big crush of mine, who I don't watch anymore, and who I hope never watches this channel. It was so embarrassing if he did. Please don't alert News Now Yorkshire that I had a crush on him. Please don't. Again, it's not really relevant. So News Now Yorkshire, big shout out to News Now Yorkshire, and I want to say a shout out to Audit in Yorkshire, although it might not be appropriate to shout out to him. I want to give him a shout out because I have liked his content. Who else do I want to shout out to? I want to shout out to my special buds. I want to shout out to Michael, bit of Allsorts channel. You surprised me with the amount of times you film, young Michael. You keep it up. I want to shout out to the up and coming dynamic and explosive and cultural Auditing Lancashire. Very versatile portfolio of different auditing, I would say styles. I'd say the breadth of his auditing is quite dynamic. Yeah, and his spectrum is wider than mine, so wide, it's unbelievable. I mean, he goes into these exploring the undergrowth depths like David Bellamy and haunted houses to these almost brutal encounters with security and police, you know, and he handles them so well because his heart is in the right place, lads. That's why he can handle these depths of different sort of styles, because his heart is right there, guys. He's not an aggressive, rude man. He's a gentleman, you know. He deserves to be treated as such, in my opinion, and he knows he deserves to be treated as such. So yeah, maximum respect to Auditing Lancashire. I would also like to give a mention to Filming Britain Now. Also, he is a gentleman that I really like and respect. I've seen some of his stuff when he was getting big, and I loved his style. Again, Filming Britain Now. Big shout out to you, lad. I want to give out a shout to Law and Audits, and I make sure that you know that we know that we both know that I do appreciate what you did for me at the start of my channel, and you did reach out for me to me when I was just a noob, and now I'm a big boy now with 250 subscribers, smoking cigars. Sorry now, Law and Audits. Again, I say to you, thank you, Law and I was going to say Lord and Audits, Law and Audits, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, and I will not forget you, Law and Audits, for what you've done for this channel. So I thank you. I want to thank again my subscribers, especially those 100 subscribers that keep coming back, and you know who you are. Just thank you, big thanks to you, yeah. So, and I've got these fans that are even more intimate, that definitely keep on wanting to comment and such, and I give big thanks to them as well. So they are very much people that I say thanks to as well. Okay, so thank you to those people. You know who you are, and just thank you to you. You know who you are. You watch these videos often. There's only a handful of you. I think under 4 people that really do watch almost every video, and there's one of you guys, just one of you, that likes my videos. It might be my mum, might be my partner, don't know who it is. There's one of you that I think consistently goes out their way to like one of my videos. It's only one individual in about 250 subscribers, and I want to thank that one person. And again, I'm not sure who it is because I can't trace you back. Not that I'd want to, but thank you to that one person, because you give me hope that somebody is actually not only watching my videos but actually liking them, and that's a huge thing. So we're on the M53, still in Willieback. We're on, maybe Willieback has something to do with the letter W, don't know, but yeah, so we're on the M53. I wonder when the M53 was built, don't know. I see a dinosaur flying above me, an ex-dinosaur. 65 million years ago they were dinosaurs around. So I'd like to sum up and say that humans have been around for about, I'd say about, is it 2 million years? 2.5 million years? And 2 million years ago, there's different types of human species. So many different types. We Homo floresiensis, Homo floresiensis, Homo neanderthalis, Homo tildebergensis, Homo tubergensis, Homo erectus. Very successful Homo, that was. 2 million years it was on the earth for. And in fact it mated with a lot of the Chinese, which is why the Chinese have, I believe, different features to us. Us being Asian, Eurasians, and even the Eurasian features come from the Homo neanderthalis, and this is no reflection on anyone's intelligence. It just happens that some human species, some humans within the species, have more of one type of ancient human DNA than another. Like, as I said, Eurasians have more Neanderthal DNA than maybe Chinese, and Chinese have more Homo erectus DNA than Eurasians or Indo-Europeans. So go figure that out. So yeah, so isn't that interesting? Isn't that very, very interesting? And again, it's no curse. No, we're not casting any aspersions on their religion or philosophy or their intellect or their personalities. I'm just saying visually it's a difference there, and I think we know that. And I say we, I mean scientists. I don't know why I'm including myself as a scientist. We popular scientists, shall we? Fans of science know that, yeah. So I'm still at the Wirral. still on the M53. I don't know if you can see any of that. I've got a white car there on my left. You've got the sign saying Hoylake, West Kirby, and all docks Wallasey and Liverpool there. So everything is fine, everything is dandy. I'm very happy. So hopefully you'll see me travelling from Wallasey through the tunnel, maybe the Kingsway tunnel, into Scousland. I mean, into Liverpool, S-Land, or LPL, or whatever you want to call it. A new Model 3 there on the right, nice and black, 21 plate. So not that new, but newer than this one anyway. This old bunch of electron. We've got a Ford van there, whether it's Ford service van, I don't know, just a Ford van. Again, another sign saying all docks Liverpool, M53. We're travelling 58 miles an hour. We're in the slow lane of the segmented lane, so even though it looks like I'm in the middle hogging a lane, in fact I'm not. If they want to overtake they can. So if I was in the left hand lane, I'd be in, if I'm going to Wallasey and Birkenhead, as you can see there. Hope you're enjoying this audit. This audit is sponsored by absolutely no one. If you'd like to sponsor the channel, you can't, because this is essentially it's a free channel. If I could monetize it, I'm not averse to monetizing it, of course I would. So it's currently free, so any advertising you see, unfortunately YouTube are getting the money from that, and I do apologise, I'm not getting a penny from that at the moment. So just click skip ads if you're getting those come up. I'm not as good as people like Audit in Lancashire that would not monetise their channel, or DJ Audits. I'm not as good at, oh actually no, he does monetise, yeah. So I'm a bit like a man that has, I'd like to say DJ's morals, but I don't know what his moral compass is. But as far as getting money from YouTube, I would like to also make money from YouTube, from ad revenue. I make that absolutely clear. I'm not one of these saints that says, oh, watch all my channel, it's all for free, blah blah this, blah blah blah. No. If you're watching it, lads, if you want to donate, maybe I should get a Patreon thing up. I think I did it somewhere, but listen, end of the day, you know, this is good for me, it's good for you. If I got no money at all, would I still make these? I believe I would, because I'm making them right now, which makes me think that I would still make even if I was earning absolutely nothing from them, like I am right now. So it's going out to 40 in 3, let's say 30 yards. It might be 30 yards anyway. So I'm already at 40. I'm already getting overtaken because people just don't go the speed limit in general in built up areas, do they? Let's just see that. Let's do the speed limit. We're in chill mode, we're doing nothing naughty, and even if I was in insane mode, it would still not be naughty. So we're gonna obey the speed limits, see how that goes for us. Look at the other traffic, disobeying them, feel a bit smug. I'm not going to beat my horn and flash my lights like the video you see in the community tab. I believe it's not encouraged anyway in the highway code. Just want to go home really, and so you see me drive towards the area in which I live. In Liverpool, so this will be a journey to essentially I'm going to call it the stadium. So call it Goodison Park, I think, Goodison Park Stadium, the one that's currently being used in 2023. So not the 2024 one, which may not even be finished with all this corruption that's been going on historically in Everton FC's finance department. So there's been a bit of corruption, as you know, if you've read the papers. In June 2023, you will know that there's been certain people on the Everton board who have in fact had connections to Russian big money, money that they've said, oh, I'll buy this club, I'll buy it with my Russian corrupt money. And so they basically have bought it. Sorry, no, they bought it. They bought it in the sense that they're dead, they've been found out. So it's all now in the paper. So the People's Club, the club that does more for Liverpool than Liverpool Football Club could ever dream of doing. So they are now potentially risking funding for the Bramley Moor Stadium. So who knows even if the Bramley Moor Stadium will even be finished. Maybe they'll have to fill it back in. Sorry, empty out, and because they filled it in, didn't they, to make the stadium. Will they in fact have to make it back into a watercourse? And then, you know, can you see that happening? How much will it cost to bring it back to its original spec? Or would it be cheaper to bring it to build it and use it for something else, for, I don't know, table tennis tournament in mass? You know, because let's face it, we're going through Kingsway Tunnel now, by the way, if you didn't know. The speed limit down is 40 miles an hour. I'm going 38 miles an hour. I'm in the so-called fast lane, the lane which usually impatient people like to go down. I picked this one because there was a car on my left, and I wanted to give it space so that it can actually go into the tunnel. So there we are. So yeah, there was a corrupt mayor of Liverpool, Joe something or other. He basically, who happens to be an Everton fan, he basically got all the green lights for the stadium being built there. Some public money was involved. So Joe's been ousted. Corruption in Liverpool City Council has been lessened because he's no longer there. However, we all know that Liverpool City Council has historically been known to drag their feet, such as they did with the Littlewoods building, which is now Capital and Centric's venture. And the Capital and Centric people, the guy in charge of the site from Capital and Centric told me that diggers would be moving in this month to do it, and he also told me that the lovely Art Deco type graffiti would go. Well, I think it's Art Deco type. The lovely graffiti on the top front would go. So he's going to be bought by the film studios that did Mr. Deckard, and the finding of the cyborgs. Are you a cyborg? Can you do the cyborg test? Blade Runner, yes, the studio that made Blade Runner. So we'll see if that ever happens. You know, sure, I'd like some of my documentaries that I've done to be on in the local cinema. Maybe I should go to the local cinema and see if they'd put my audits on. Do you think they will? I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. So I've switched into the left lane, still doing 38 miles an hour, cruise controlled it, going out into the sunshine soon, and we should be going on to Scotty Road, aka Scotland Road. And of course, people that eat scouse will know that the people in Scotland Road eat their scouse differently with different meats. Is it Scotty Road people like a bit of lamb, and Liverpool Central like a little a Scouse with a bit of beef. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you're Scouser, tell me that I am wrong, because I'm just a foreigner to these parts. Just travelling through. Don't know if I'm going to be in Liverpool long. Been here 2 years already. But lads, thanks for staying with me so far. And if you skipped here, haha, you're my kind of person. 30-mile-an-hour speed limit now. No tailgaters, which is wonderful. So we're gonna give way. There's nothing to give way to. We're gonna go straight into the middle lane. No, we're gonna go into the fast lane. There was a traffic light operating there on a stop position. It's now green, as you can see. Nice little speed camera here. We're gonna go through it at 28 miles an hour. So no fear of us here. Coming up to some traffic lights. They're currently green. Poor lane discipline there from the car. As you can see, it did a little bit of a veer. It's fine. We're still green here, so we can still go. Speeding up there, an extra 2 miles an hour. Now we're coming to a traffic light which is turning. And a lady in the road, almost in the road, with a veil. Bless you, love. Bless you. Okay, so we're not going to launch this car or anything. Subs, insane speed. We're just going to set off at a positive and interesting chill mode pace. This is not to upset the camera and ourselves. So there you go. So soon we're going to be going past Goodison Park, where I'm going to end the video. And Goodison Park is, of course, the home of Everton Stadium. Currently in 2023, in June 2023. Like I say, at this stage, there's some big question mark in all the national papers regarding whether Bramley Moor Dock is actually going to be built or not, finished and stuff. You know, I don't actually know. It may not even be finished. You know, so there you go. So I'm going at 30. You see the car there, obviously clearly not going at 30 miles an hour. We've got time to brake, and we did. Absolutely perfect. Look behind me, nothing behind me, safe to brake. Why go through on a yellow? Just common sense, isn't it? Like I say, I'm not just doing it from the camera. I would actually, since my speed awareness course, and I thank the police for that. Yeah, I learned a few tips and tricks which I'm going to share with you. If you get a tailgater behind you, don't panic. Just come off the accelerator a bit, and you know, if you can pull over, but don't make, you know, do any dangerous moves. Just settle your emotions, gain back control, slack off the accelerator. That's how you deal with tailgaters. Okay, don't let them stress you out, lads. My advice from a driving instructor I talked to who was in the military, he said, pay attention to what's coming towards your car and on the sides of it. It's less attention to the tailgater behind you, okay? Also, from a legal point of view, if a driver crashes into the back of you, it is almost always going to be their fault legally, isn't it? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so gentle pace off there. We're at 27. I do the rest by computer controlled via the cruise control stalk. So there we're steady 30 miles an hour, which is the maximum permissible speed. Going to go through a green light, hopefully very shortly. No cars are overtaking me, therefore no cars are breaking the speed limit in my. They're travelling in the same direction as me, close to my vehicle, which is nice to know, isn't it? So here we are, still on the right-hand side lane. No tailgaters behind her, which is amazing for this road, because I notice a lot of people go through this road at roughly 40 miles an hour, sometimes plus 40 miles an hour. And Stanley Park Garden is slowly coming up. We've got an MMA fighter, Paddy, a mural about him on our right, with a lovely lady who's also, I believe, an MMA fighter. Let's not forget how good some of these female, not some of them, all of the female MMA fighters are, and particularly some of them, absolutely amazing fighting ability. Right, I'm going to end the video shortly because we are here. We just passed the glass house, lads, and if you haven't watched my Sally Clark glass house video, go watch it, lads. Go watch it. It's right there. Got my drone footage of the glass house at Stanley Park before Jimmy died, probably a week or so before Jimmy died of a heart attack. And Goodison Park, lads. Goodison Park in front of us. So yeah, lads. Thank you for watching the video. And JC is now signing out. See you in the next video. So we are now in bonus footage. So for any of you that are watching, but this is now bonus footage. So I hope you enjoy the bonus footage, and obviously I'm going to cut some of this out for obvious reasons. In fact, bonus footage is ending right here, right now, lads. Or is it? Holy moly. So here we go. Still trekking on through. So we're going now 30 miles an hour. We're still in the what I like to say, the fast lane. This is bonus footage, so you know, with bonus footage my video is likely to end at any point, any point at all. So Walter Lane Police Station on our right. So we say hello to Audit in Lancashire, and I think Audit in Lancashire has been there. Maybe some other auditors as well. Don't know. But definitely Audit in Lancashire has been there. So here we have a speed breaker right there. You can see how much is breaking the speed limit right there. Absolutely dying to break the speed limit. I hope it's going to go red because I'm going to... No. So we carry on. So he may then slip into the next lane, we'll see. So Yankee Golf 19 Yankee Juliet Bravo, licensed with Liverpool City Council, is, I would say, I didn't see him break the speed limit, I just sensed it. I just sensed he was gagging to break it. Anyway, lads, we'll bid you farewell. Thanks for watching the bonus footage.